When you were born, there was a constructive trust formed along with your birth certificate. This trust is also known as the popular term Strawman trust. This is your birth certificate as it stands. The grantor is the government, okay? The trustee is the child, and the beneficiary is the government/bank. This means that you as the trustee are responsible for maintaining that trust. So whenever you see a statement or a bill or something asking you for a form of payment, it's actually targeting your strawman trust. You are actually supposed to be considered a living being. This is how your birth certificate role should be. The grantor is the government, okay? The trustee is the government, and the beneficiary is you. You can also become a non-citizen national and take advantage of tax treaties and tax exemption. You can also put a security lien on your strawman trust. Step by step, become a national, claim your strawman. The link is in my bio for my book.
If I were to tell you that paying your tax, getting a driver's license, registering your car, paying fines, and attending court are all optional and that you are conned into agreeing with them, what would you think? All statutes and acts are optional too. Your strawman is a fictitious legal entity created at your birth through your birth certificate and the registration of that birth.
Okay, my understanding of the legal fiction, which is also referred to as a straw man, the way I explain it when I do talks, I keep it really, really simple. And what I do, I liken it to a game of Monopoly. Now, in a game of Monopoly, you actually have a little token like a dog or a battleship or a hat, you know, like a little top hat, and you move it around the board. Now, I believe that they actually give us a fictional entity which we can actually use or not use. And I believe this is and a lot of other researchers do as well, that this is your name in either uppercase or with a title.
That when each person is born, whenever a human being is born, there's two entities. One is the real entity, which is the human being, the flesh and blood, and the other is a legal fiction, a fictional entity that is nothing more than a piece of paper, the birth certificate. Again, we're duped into believing that these are one in the same, and so we're tricked into representing the legal fiction, the straw man, that birth certificate. So when people get fines and things like that, it's actually consulting the legal fiction, the non-existent entity, the corporate entity that is owned by corporations.
You have any interactions with the bureaucracy, okay? They're not interacting with you, they're actually interacting with your legal fiction, because they can't deal with a flesh and blood human. Yeah, they have to deal with another corporation.
When you start to break down the words that we use and you start to look at the roots of all these words, and you actually look at what these words actually really mean, you start to get an idea of what's going on. The word corporation is very, very specific, because it's corp and oration, it's dead speak. So a corporation is something that's dead. It's an entity that exists only in a legal framework. It doesn't exist in any other framework at all. It only becomes an entity through legal mechanisms and legal means.
In essence, when you were born and far too young to understand, a company with your name was created through your birth certificate. When your parents registered your birth, they actually created a company and handed ownership of that company and you over to the state. It is important to remember that your parents were tricked and had no idea this was happening. This is why the state can take children from their families and it not be classed as kidnapping. They own your child.
They own 1/10. Because they registered the child, they have 9/10. Possession is 9/10 of the law. But there's 1/10 floating about somewhere. And the government have claimed that 1/10. So when the child, because I've had it from social workers, at least now, 3 social workers on separate occasions have come out of audiences and actually said to me, you're right in what you're saying, is because we have to get the birth certificate within 48 hours of taking the child. And if they can't get the birth certificate, they have to reapply to be able to get the birth certificate. They have to get it, because that is proof of who the slave is, what the slave is. And actually, in legal terms, they're actually only entitled to the birth certificate and not the child. To take the child on the pretense that they are this legal personality is theft. So in legal terms, it's kidnapping. But for social services, can use legal kidnapping, because everything is okay as long as it has the stamp legal applied to it. That includes war, genocide, anything is okay as long as it's, yep, it's okay, it's legal.
Every time you go and pay your utilities, you are compounding the national debt. Do you realise that? I don't think you realise that. You think, you're kind of laughing at me, thinking, oh, this guy's a nut.
No, I'm not laughing.
Yeah, you must understand, brother. You must understand. Every time you use that cash, that is blood money.
Stop
Federal
using
Reserve
legal
notes.
tender,
Has anyone got a note? Has anyone got a...
Are you worried about going to jail? Are you worried about going to jail?
I'm a live man. I don't go to jail. They can put Mr. Sando Bonacci in jail if they want to. See that? Read here, folks. What? Read here. Legal tender. This is not money. This is useless debt note, and it's blood money owned by the Rothschilds. One family. Friends, learn how to pay. Make promissory notes and discharge your debt with proper promissory notes. These are legal tender. This is fraud.
This is the part that you tear off that we think to pay a bill with, right? And everybody calls it a coupon. It's got perforated top on it. Now think about a check. If you're writing a check, pay to the order of, you got a box over here to fill in, and then don't you have a rally number and stuff across the bottom of the check? They just forgot to put the line down here so you can sign it.
Oh, okay, got you.
So once the title of this is not in Mr. Cooper's name, you're not the investor anymore. You can retitle it into your trust name, and then every month when you get this bill, you can be the president and sign it, stamp it, and deposit it in your trust account.
People say that's an electric bill, right?
Right.
And when you're at a restaurant, what do you ask them for?
The bill.
The check. Check, please.
Oh, the check.
Yeah.
So the bill is a check.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
You just got to learn how to sign it and deposit it.
Gotcha.
Only a president can approve bills, correct?
Right.
So you're a president of a corporation. Hey, that's lit.
And see, then whenever you start getting mail, it'll show Jason Wade May, irrevocable
Look,
trust.
he got his trust.
Jason Wade May, trustee.
That's lit. That's tight. He's got him as a trustee, right?
Private and public sides of their lives and bring clarity to the hidden underworld of banking, accounting, and law. Okay. Well, I mean, those are all things that I studied in college. So now I'm interested.
I'll say this, and it's I was overlooking at it. I got into law about 3 years ago. Oh, yeah. I was trapping at the time. All right, trying to find my way. I just doing different contract jobs, working state to state before I left. And me personally, I heard this. And right now, their podcast called Urgent Leisure, but before it was called Truck and Hustle. They had a guy on there named Umar. He's the founder of Euro Willis. I heard him when he said there says no law that says you had to pay bills. That was my first introduction to being attracted to law. All right, what you mean by that? And I started getting into like the Debt Collection Practice Act. You know, so I started getting into the Bill of Exchange Act. I started getting into the Federal Reserve Act. I started getting into the Constitution. I started seeing like, damn, wait a minute, I done got pulled over for not having no license, not having no tag on my car. And you mean to tell me all I need to do was know some overstanding of rights and I couldn't enforce those rights? I didn't have to be in that situation. You know what I'm saying? We don't overstand that because we so busy working, we so busy. And I overstand like, damn, we got people still paying rent. You're not supposed to be paying for rent. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my students don't pay no rent. They don't endorse their whole lease. All our bills are prepaid. So when they send us a $150 bill from T-Mobile, and this goes with any bill, y'all. This goes with your rent. This goes with your mortgage. Let's get these niggas ass put out. This shit out.
It definitely work. Yeah, I got students that don't pay no rent, they don't pay no credit cards, they don't pay no mortgage, they don't pay no car notes. No.
All right. So let's be clear. I was taking my notes. So to be clear, it looks as if this brother is a student of Him 500 and Bandman Kevo, and he was watching podcasts like Earn Your Leisure and Truck and Hustle when he came across this knowledge. Now, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. Listen, because of this brother's energy, because of how fast he speaks, and because of his confidence. Now, remember, confidence is the key. Because of his confidence, if it wasn't for the fact that I actually studied these things in college, and I'm an actual certified financial planner, I might be kind of leaning towards believing what he has to say, because confidence goes a long way. And business, law, and finance can be very, very confusing. But the problem here is I actually studied this in college. Now, would you like to see how this actually plays out in court? I mean, it sounds good when a person is rapping it to you, when they're breaking down the law and they're citing this code and that code, and it sounds good. But let's take a look how it actually plays out.
October of 2022. Mm-hmm. Did you pay rent to the landlord?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and how did you pay that?
I'm paying with my credits that's on file. So I sent instructions back in May, basically to get my account zero every month.
You do what?
I sent instructions.
We have a third-party billing company called Zigo. And so what they do is every month they bill the utilities. So he gets this bill, and then you'll see at the bottom what he writes is pay to the order of Peninsula Place. And so what he's taken, so for example, the top one says pay to the order of Peninsula Place, $662.12. That amount is his monthly rent plus the $123.12 in utilities that are at the top. There's 3 of these that I've attacked. So what he does is he cuts off the bottom and he mails that in as with instructions to pay to the order of Peninsula Place, as if that's a check.
Yes, I'm accepting the credits that's given to me, and I'm transferring it back.
Who's giving you this credit? They who?
So Peninsula Place, so in the beginning, when I signed up with Peninsula Place, I gave my credit information. So those payments are supposed to come to me as credit. So
what payments?
The payments that's coming every month. So those payments, they're trying to hold me liable for it, and I'm taking the credits that I'm receiving and dishing it back to them, to Peninsula Place.
Who's giving you credit?
You said who's giving me credit?
Yeah.
I have credit, Your Honor. I have a security interest.
Who's giving you credit? Young man, you keep using these terms, payment, credit, and it seems to me as I'm listening to you that you're using them improperly. So my question is, have you paid anything to the plaintiff in U.S. dollars or anything that evidences U.S. dollars?
No, I haven't paid in U.S. dollars.
You have no credit. Where would they take it to get U.S. dollars?
So where would they take it? They would take it out of my trust, Your Honor.
Out of your trust?
Yes.
Where is this trust located?
Oh, I have a trust in me.
Okay, let's say we all do. I'm not accepting your premise, but let's say we all do. Where is your trust located?
I'm not sure where it's located, Your Honor, but
So if they wanted US dollars for this thing you purport to be a check, you can't tell them where to take it.
so this account right here doesn't show my name, Your Honor.
You don't have an account. If you're talking about a financial account, you don't have an account. You haven't shown me one. I've asked you for it. You haven't shown it to me.
It has my name on it.
You keep calling it an account. It is not an account. You'll have a lot of things that will have your name on them. They aren't your account.
I am
Do you have a bank account?
a bank account. What does the bank account have to do with?
Because that's usually how people pay for their rent. So the court, having heard the testimony in this case, the court would find that plaintiff has sustained their burden of showing that the defendant owes $3,320.17 in outstanding rent and charges on this account. And the court would order a judgment to the plaintiff in that amount plus its costs. The defendant would have 10 days to pay that, which means he would have to pay that by February 24th, or a writ of restitution or order of eviction may issue.
All right. So, yeah, that's how it normally plays out in court. But I want to bring the brother up and hear his side of the story. Maybe that guy did it the wrong way. Maybe.
Shout out to Pocket Watching with JT. I'm not a subscriber nor am I a fan, but he does have some good content when it comes to key interviews and understanding and bringing the consumers or viewers up to speed with what he may feel may be scams and frauds, and likes to expose people or at least challenge them, and it gives them a platform to come on and debate and have a discussion and go back and forth. I think that's pretty healthy, and I think it's very useful tool for people who may be ignorant and may not know, to really see it from both sides, see his perspective. Was I think JT comes from a very theoretical / institutionalized school curriculum. Like he said, he's been trained on the subject matter from the typical schooling side of things, and maybe even through work as well, but it's more of a traditional consumer based. The other gentleman, he's doesn't have nothing more than a GED, but he's been doing Google searches, and he's just spewing what the current straw man / theoretical stuff. And I think at the end of the day, what's going on is a false understanding or interpretation of the law. It's very vague, like it's been stated. The straw man / consumer laws and other relatable laws and things that you can refer to. In reference to what are you liable for. It's this logical understanding that if you set up a precedence where you have an understanding, a contract between a third party in which you have to pay bills, that you will uphold your side of the obligations. But there may be some gray area, and I think what's going on is that a lot of people don't understand that gray area, nor do they know how to articulate it in a court of law. As we saw in that ordeal with the gentleman in court, he definitely needed some legal representation to really speak, that somebody that is an expert on that field to represent him and speak for him on his behalf, as well as the way in which he executed his ways of trying to furnish his payment or remittance of payment. He probably was doing it all wrong, but he had a good idea and he was following what he thought was right, but the way in which he executed it and his representation in the court of law was very lacking. And I think that's how the judge gave him very lenient with him and allowed him to start to state his case. However, the gentleman just failed. So yeah, the point or the reason why I'm posting this, because I think it's very crucial for people to really do their due diligence. I'm not saying that don't have an open mind, but you should have an open mind. And I think it's really good that people are thinking this way. Is to see not necessarily what they can do to get over, but understanding the truth of the matter, understanding what laws and what's the gray area, what can you do and what can you not. What's really define that line. And I think that that's pretty interesting, as opposed to going against the grain. But stay tuned. I got a few other people that's also spewing, and maybe putting out information and also turn this into a business that they're charging consumers X amount of dollars in real cash. However, they're telling you don't have to spend money in real cash, which I think is a great point. But yeah, stay tuned. I'm going to post some more subject matter relative information.
He can teach how to do it the right way.
Okay, so first and foremost, bro, let me ask you a question because you talk about college a lot and this and that. Let me ask you what you got for us, family. Peace and love, brother.
What's good, brother? I don't feel like being on camera, but I do want to pick your brain. I'm an ugly. Listen, though, I'm an ugly ass jit. That's why I don't want to be on camera, though. That's why I want to be on camera, though. Don't judge me. Don't judge me.
I got you.
But listen, though, real talk, I used to really follow your shit, and I was really inspired by you. And I'm inspired by all this shit that go on, but I really be feeling like niggas talking out their ass, bro. And it's frustrating because y'all, it's like, oh, we know what we talking about, but where the proof? Fuck a few receipts. Like, Buddy really pulled up. I'm not gonna go into all that because I respect you as a person. But Buddy really pulled up a court case, Mansa. That's a court case, my nigga. That's a default judgment. So motherfuckers right here talking about this work, that work. But bruh pulled up the case.
A default judgment on what, family?
A default judgment on the rent you owed, brother.
So if I'm default judgment, why am I still here, family? Do you think a default judgment is the end all be all?
Brother, I've been in state. Listen to me. I've been upstate. You're not going. You're not going to jail. You're not going to jail. You're not going upstate for no fucking rent. But you did have the judgment against you. Until I can see an appeal or something that says you didn't pay that, you paid cash. You pay. Explain it to me, brother. For real. Let's explain it to me, my nigga. Explain it to me.
I've just explained it to you, family, but I don't think nothing I can say is you gonna believe anything different.
All right, then. I ain't want to get up here and go through it with you. My bad. I ain't want to get up. I want to know. I really want to understand.
Man, come on. You seem like you already see how you gonna see it. You just said it's default judgment. I done been to state before. Man, that's criminal, man. That ain't got nothing to do with no...
You just said if it's a default judgment, how come I'm not locked up?
No, I didn't say. I said, why I'm not evicted.
No. Oh, you said, I wish we could rewind this. You said, why I'm not locked up?
Why am I not evicted? If I got a default judgment for eviction, my brother, why am I not evicted?
Are you at the same place?
You tell me. Am I?
I'm supposed to tell you where the fuck you at, my nigga. Like, real talk.
You've been watching the live. I just showed you folks where I was at.
Is that the same address that's on that court document?
Ask the people in the comments.
Ask the people in the comments. All right, bet that up.
In the comments. You say you've been following me. You haven't. Must ain't been following me.
No, I'm actually, because I referred a lot of brothers to you from down our way too.
That's cool.
From down our way.
And
I'm very upset at myself for doing that.
And you probably go on them and say that nigga count.
Yeah.
That's probably what you telling them.
I got no choice. If this paperwork on me, brother, if I'm a rat or I'm lying on niggas' faces.
This ain't got nothing to do with rat.
Period. Niggas in here calling the man a rat and all that other shit. If this paperwork on me, brother, please expose it. The man pulled up the paperwork. Now, is you at the same address? Why does it matter? Okay, yeah. Why does it matter that he's at the same address after asking if he got evicted? Y'all in a fucking psyop, my nigga. Like, this shit comedy. Y'all in a real psyop.
Yeah, man, I'm in the same spot, brother.
Yeah, okay, bet that up. If you say so, but I got to take you for your word, brother.
I'm in the same spot, man.
I got to take you for your word.
In Florida, it's the same spot, brother.
I got to take you for your word.
It's certain things the court is not going to show you. Okay, so if I got a default judgment, how did I end up staying?
If you got a default judgment, what? I'm sorry.
You said I had a default judgment. He pulled up the paperwork. Because a lot of things people say, well, he pulled up paperwork. What paperwork did he pull up?
He pulled up a court document showing a loan default, showing that the court showing a court ordered payment that the court ordered you to pay, and instead of paying, you said that your account was frozen. I won't use the lingo he used. I'm not here to pick on the writing of the document. I'm here to analyze the document itself.
Okay. I'm agreeing with you.
So I'm asking you.
I'm saying he seen
You
it.
said the brother pulled up. You said what you asked. What does the court document mean? It is showing that the court ruled against you. So you advising other people on how to go into court and win a case, but you losing cases. Fuck it, I'm gonna go. Fuck it though, for real. I'm gonna study law for a little while and just head to county and start pulling niggas out. You feel me? Because that's what we
I'm
doing.
saying, bro. This is what I'm saying, bro. You really gotta listen to it, man, because this shit go deeper than you just following somebody showing you some goddamn paperwork. First and foremost, fam, this ain't no gangster shit. No, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I gotta see paper, because people reading paper don't even know what they're reading, family. All right, when you see what it says, my accounts froze. Family, that's some shit that I was just trying to see what worked. Okay? The reason why I was able to stay because I tendered the payment, brother. I tendered the payment. That's why I'm still here.
With cash.
Not with no cash, family. Not with no cash. I didn't. My thing is, my brother, if that's the case, why would I be going through eviction, family? I already had the money. Why would I tell them my account is frozen? I was seeing what worked and what didn't work. Why y'all trying to pull receipts and shit, y'all wouldn't even understand the receipts.
No, I can dig that.
Man, hell nah.
If that's your reasoning,
you can't dig that, family. Nah.
If that's your reasoning, I can dig that. If you honestly saying that, I can dig that. But that don't mean your story is true. I can see the angle. I can see what you're saying, but that don't make it true.
That's cool.
Brother, the brother pulled up all I'm able to do is see what I saw. That's it.
Will they ever show you the payment? Okay, let me ask you this. Do they ever tell you how it was paid?
Hold on, let me
go back and look, brother.
No bullshit, because I don't want to. This isn't a. It hurts.
It's already.
People like
it's already.
No. Because people listen. No, people like, oh, it hurt. It do hurt when you looked up to somebody and you referred somebody to somebody, and then they end up being not what the fuck you said. That's my word.
That's my word. You need to be the proof. I'm not your homeboy savior. You are.
Then what the fuck? Because you on Instagram Live for telling people hood consumer advice if you not nobody's savior, nigga, fall back. The fuck is you saying?
Oh, back.
And anybody don't like my lip, y'all see my picture, we can box. This ain't the you, Mansa. Anybody don't like my lip or what I'm saying, we can box this shit out. Fuck what you talking about and fuck your feelings. I'm looking for the part of the video right now to tell you what the fuck was on there.
You don't gotta look at the video, fam. You should look up the case. It's public record.
I don't feel like I'm on the phone with you, and I don't feel like using another phone for doing that. So I'm gonna look back on what this brother just did.
But to clarify, brother, I'm not anybody's savior. All right, if you're looking at me like I'm a god or you're Jesus or some shit like that, I'm sorry I disappointed you. But I teach people how to read, family, and look at accounts. I never not once said, folks, run to the courthouse. The court case you seen, my brother, all right?
Okay.
All right, the court case you seen was a default judgment because they didn't accept what I was trying to do. I claimed hardship. I said my account froze just to see what was going, because I'm a daredevil, family. All right? My thing is, I didn't tell nobody that because I don't want nobody trying the same thing I'm trying. So while y'all think y'all expose people, y'all don't be exposing nobody. And what a brother that just said,
I'm not
that was
trying to, but my thing is, I'm gathering information right now.
Exactly.
I'm trying to figure out.
Meaning, it's gonna be a lot of shit you don't even know. So how can you come to me like tell me to fall back, family, when you don't even know what I do? You think you know what I do. You really don't know what I do. My thing is, I think you should fall back from this information. Because I got people that's successful.
Brother, I would listen to me right now. Listen, I don't need no man to tell me how to act in front of the law.
Clearly,
I don't need
no
man to tell me how to act in front of the law. I know what I'm doing. I'm not worried about what the fuck you saying. Information is information. Whether it be good or bad, I'm going to read it, I'm going to dissect it, and I'm going to come to my own conclusion. I don't need another man or some fucking psyop that y'all got going on telling me how to act in court when niggas is getting jammed up. Who the fuck is y'all getting out the penitentiary right now? I'm sure all these little single mamas on here probably got cousins, uncles. Somebody locked the fuck up, but they on here looking at your ass. What the fuck going on, bro?
You know why? Because we don't give a fuck about them. That's why.
I
why.
bet you just.
We don't give a fuck about them.
You don't have to tell
hold
me.
on, let me
I
tell you why. Let me
I
tell you why.
know.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you
I
why.
know, brother.
Fuck them niggas that's locked up.
Exactly.
When we learn about what's going on, then we can go get them.
Okay.
But we not fucking worried about going to say, nigga, you go save them.
Okay, but
what you mean? Save them niggas
what you mean?
up.
Put 5,000 on your money. I already got
Man,
4 niggas out. Put 5,000 of
my
your money
up
on
to
that.
Go get nobody
put
out. You go
5,000
put it
of
up.
your money on that.
I ain't putting no money up to go get nobody.
And I got receipts.
That's cool.
Fuck you talking about.
That's cool. I ain't getting nobody out with my money.
Okay, that's good. I know you not, brother. That's
you ain't
cool.
either.
And it's
Nigga,
cool
you
to
ain't
smile.
either.
And it's cool to
you
smile.
Ain't
Just like
either.
you nervous because you smiling. What you was telling the brother? You nervous because you smiling.
You don't
brother.
even show your face, family.
My face
you
on
not
my
even showing your
my
face, family.
on my page, brother.
You not
my
even.
face
We don't
want
to see your page. We want to see live. That might be your boyfriend or something.
brother.
That might be your boyfriend or something. We want to see your
on
face.
My Instagram,
we want to see your face.
My face
grown
on my
man
Instagram,
yelling
brother.
off camera
Y'all can
saying,
roast me.
"Nigga,
Y'all can
fall
roast
back."
me by
You don't
how
even
ugly
show your
I am.
face.
Nigga, y'all can do whatever the fuck. I got my own money, big
Man,
time. I'm traveling the world. Fuck you,
show us
what is you
the
saying?
money.
My passport got about 15, 30 stamps. What is you saying? What I got? Hold on, brother. What? Cause you looking. Hold on. Shut the fuck. Getting some. Hold on.
Hey, brother, I was just playing with you, bro. I don't want to see your cash, brother.
I'm not getting no cash, brother. I'm finna get the passport. You know what? You right.
Man, what you about to show me, man?
I was finna get because you smiling and smirking when the evidence come out.
I'm
but
a funny guy. Bro, come on now. Don't act like
I'm not mad at you for smiling, but I'm saying you was just criticizing the brother
because that's not his
for smiling and smirking when you was you criticizing the brother for smiling and smirking and having female traits when you talking, but you exhibiting the same behavior,
bro.
But you exhibiting the same behavior.
Listen to what I'm saying, bro. Listen to what I'm saying. I can do that because I always laugh. How can I be portraying nervous characteristics when I always laugh at people?
You wasn't laughing up there.
Who was laughing? I was laughing on that too.
You wasn't laughing when that brother was laughing. You was tight.
I was tight, man. Man, all right, brother. Peace and love, brother. If you ain't want
peace and love to you. Keep infecting the community.
That's what I'm gonna keep doing. And you do something to stop it. How about that?
You feel me? You doing great. What the fuck?
Hey,
you
how
ain't
about
hurting
you
my
get
pockets,
your guys
nigga?
and put me out of bed?
You ain't hurting my pockets, nigga.
All right, go ahead then. My man told me nothing. Y'all just want to see my face, to be honest with you. Go ahead and log out, man.
Oh shit, my bad. How the fuck I log out?
You gotta hit that.
I gotta just end it, leave.
Yeah, you gotta hit end. Yeah. All right. But yes, y'all. The eviction is clearly still active. All right.